Rise for the invocation to be led by Councilor Rabago and singing the Philippine National Anthem. Heavenly Father, we praise you, we glorify you and we adore you. Lord Jesus, to you do we bestow our love, our strength, our service. We earnestly pray, O Lord, as we are to hold this SP regular session today, may we focus ourselves to one another as servants of our people. Guide us, O Lord, in the performance of our duties and responsibilities as mandated by the people. Enhance our sense of integrity, honesty, dedication, and selflessness. Harness our qualities and confidence as each one of us is believed to be endowed with different qualities. All these we ask for attainment of this development goal, to fully sustain our services of excellence. In God's glory and honor.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Secretary, please come up to the floor.
The presiding officer, Vice Mayor Antonio Miguel Whitehead.
Present.
The presiding officer pro tempore, Councilor Apolonio D. Bacay. The majority floor leader, Councilor Cerido Pirado. The minority floor leader, Councilor Oscar A. Boling. Councilor Caroline D. Season. Councilor Michelle S. Condera. Councilor Lito Ocontelera.
Present.
Councilor Berna S. De Rabago. Councilor Probe Iranoy.
Present.
Councilor Dalia M. De Leon. Councilor Arcel Felix Iti Castro.
Present.
Issue members, Liga ng mga Barangay President Raul D. Bacay.
Ito lang ba yan? Session pa.
And Panlunsod na Federasyon ng Sangguniang Kabataan President Lagur E. Bernabe. 10 members of this August body responded to the poll, sir.
Ilan?
10.
10 members respond to the poll. I now certify for the presence of quorum. We may now transact. Before we proceed to the approval of the agenda, I believe there are two communications passed to the Sangguniang Pambansang today. Deliberating measures is Friday, and then unassigned businesses are passed. And then there were also proposals sent today. So I would just like to ask the body if you would like to tackle these measures today. Madam Secretary, I believe there are two.
Yes, sir.
Two ba? Kindly read, hindi ko pa nabasa.
The two items which were forwarded to the Secretariat just this morning are the request for ordinance adopting the applicable provisions of Republic Act number 9994, also otherwise known as the Expanded Senior Citizens Act of 2010, specifically Article 20, Section 3. And a request for a resolution authorizing City Mayor Art Francis Celeste to enter into a memorandum of agreement by and with the city government of the City of Alaminos, Pangasinan and the Philippine Red Cross for the provision of SARS Code 2, Laboratory Testing Services.
So these are the two items. Maybe I would like to ask the majority floor leader and the chairperson on laws and rules if we will include this in our agenda.
Mr. Chair, considering that the communication received as the matter of this and the consideration for this request with utmost urgency, if there will be no time constraint, Honor, I move that this matter be included for today's session.
It's been moved by Councilor De Castro. Any second? Seconded by Councilor Ranoy, Councilor Season, Councilor Rapo, Councilor Secretary, Councilor Doc, for the two items to be included in the said agenda. Any objection? Hearing none, the said two items are included. So, for our agenda, is there any unassigned business, ma'am? Meron pa ba? Wala na. So, is that the same motion, Councilor Alfred Castro? Same na, no?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I likewise move that we, inclusive of the two communications received, I move that the agenda of today's session was approved by Council.
It's been moved by Councilor De Castro, seconded by Councilor Secondera, De Leon, and Apple Bakay for the approval of the said agenda. Any amendments? Hearing none, the said agenda is approved. Next item, Madam Secretary.
Adoption of the journals and minutes of the Sangguniang Panlungsod regular sessions held on May 19 and May 26, 2020, and the journal and minutes of the journals and minutes of these regular sessions are held on May 19, 2020 and May 26, 2020.
Kasama ba yung May 28? Hindi. Any Councilor Secondera?
Mr. Presiding Officer, I move for the adoption of the journal and minutes of the SP regular session held on May 19, 2020 and May 26, 2020.
It's been moved by Councilor Secondera, seconded by Councilor Season for the adoption of the journals and minutes. Any objection, amendment, discussion? Hearing none, the said journals and minutes are hereby adopted. Next item.
Privilege question hour.
Do we have any guests? Any privilege speeches? Councilor Robin, yung sabi mo doon sa group, sabihin ko ba? Yung sa senior citizen. Oh, sabihin mo na. I believe there is just an observation. Councilor Probel and I would like to have a few minutes. You have the floor, sir.
Magting po sa ating lahat na ipagtanong pala. Yung napapansin po namin dito sa ating minamahal na syudad, parang nababayulit ata natin yung 21 below and 59 above. Kasi 60 above ako. Kasi ang daming nakakalabas kahit senior eh. Yung dati nagkitik sila sa barangay kasi wala nang nagkitik kasi kaya nakakalabas na sila eh. Hindi siguro baka huwag na tayo nating hintayin na matamaan pa tayo ng second wave. Siguro yung barangay yun ang pinakamabisang paraan para ma-check nila yung policy na yun, Mr. Chair.
Saan po yung napansin na maraming senior ba?
Oo, dito, pati dito sa akin eh, nakakalabas na eh.
Sige, let us communicate siguro that.
Kasi pag napunta na sila dito sa bayan, di naman sila pupunta dyan sa palengke eh. Sa palengke lang yung nagkikip ng market pass. Mr. Chairman.
mixed ring, mixed ring. Would you like to?
Pag meron na lang po kayo na-provide,
Sige, no? So, let's take in. So, we will, siguro forward natin. Tarayin ko rin dun sa kung ano yung mga naging problema. Or siguro, we have a guest here, Ma'am Maylene. Maybe she could partially answer that question later. Kasi from shift to ECQ to GCQ to June 1, medyo parang nagkakaroon rin kasi ng confusion from ano. So maybe we can tackle that a bit later. So any more privilege speeches? Wala na po. We proceed, Madam Secretary.
Now we proceed to the reference of business. Under proposed resolution, we have the resolution approving the utilization of the HINC Emergency Fund amounting to 3,937,697 pesos and 75 centavos as augmentation fund for the expenses of the 100 Islands National Park, particularly expenditures for personal services.
Sabihin na natin yung kindly read the unassigned business. Since our guest ba, unassigned business? Sige.
And under unassigned business, we have the ordinance, the request for an ordinance adopting the applicable provisions of Republic Act Number 9994, also otherwise known as Senior Citizens Act of 2010, specifically Article 20, Section 3. And the request for a resolution authorizing City Mayor Art Brian C. Celeste to enter into a memorandum of agreement by and between the city government of Minos, Pangasinan, and the Philippine Red Cross for the provision of SARS-CoV-2 laboratory testing services.
What is the pleasure of the body? Councilor. Chris? Has been moved by Councilor Doc, seconded by Councilor Season for the suspension of the internal rules to accommodate our guests. Madam Secretary, sino mauna?
Nasa daw po muna sir.
Okay lang po.
Doktora Rana Mayroon.
You guys last, ma'am. Gandang hapon, ma'am.
Good afternoon po.
So, could you give us a brief background, ma'am, regarding this requested resolution para sa Red Cross Act?
Yes, good afternoon po. Yung sa the city mayor wants to come with a memorandum of agreement with the Red Cross so that the Alaminos City can have the PCR testing. The Red Cross will be the one who will be our testing facility. In that we can test our PUIs, the contacts, and possibly our community. But the memorandum of agreement can only, the 5 million, we can only test 1,400 PCR tests. So that means we have to test those most at risk population, close contacts and their close contacts. So by this, our results would be 2 days to we have faster results, and we can be confident that the PUIs will be tested talaga.
Any questions from the body? Councilor Secundera and Councilor Season.
Good afternoon, Doktora. What are the logistical requirements from the LGU side naman po? And will this be strictly for Alaminos residents only, or will it also accommodate non-residents? The PRC will provide the testing kits, but they will train our and we will have to transport the test kits back to Mandaluyong. Most of the priority is
community in Alaminos. However, if in case there is contact from outside Alaminos and our community is involved, maybe we can also have their test them. We have to test them also.
Councilors, follow-up question, Councilor Secretary.
Yung residents po, is it strictly only for Alaminos?
And their contact.
Strictly, then.
In case na example sa outside is may the positive outside, then meron silang contact dito na family. Kailangan ko na.
Okay, kasi yung kunyari nagtatrabaho dito,
Yes po.
tapos hindi naman siya resident ng Alaminos, so kasama yan. Councilor Season?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Regarding do sa obligations ng LG, nakalagay po kasi dito, for the record, upon signing, magbabayad tayo ng 5 million.
Yes.
So, magkano po yung total kailangan natin ibigay sa PRC?
So, ang call natin is upon approval, magbabayad po ang city sa PRC ng 5 million po. So, yun po is 1,400 pesos. Yes po.
Paano pag tumampas po tayo? Talagang nakapits lang tayo sa magpas. Hindi na po pwede po kadagdagan.
Siguro ma'am another.
OWA and
Tsaka nandito po nakasabi dito. Pag example, hindi na po issue. Donation na po ng city sa PRC.
So, within ilang months dapat?
Wala lang.
Wala 6 months, maybe 5 ilang years. Hanggang 2 years.
Any other questions from the body regarding the Philippine Red Cross MOA? Councilor Abulbakay?
Ma'am, so ang process po niyo is pag na-approve na po, magbabayad po tayo ng 5 million sa Red Cross. Tapos after po nun, i-orient po nila yung cover po natin, yung transporter po natin, and yung encoder po natin. Tapos, i-release na po nila yung test kits. Pag na-release na po yung test kits, pwede na po. Yung process lang po magawa na po natin.
Kasi nung kalagay dito sa obligation, under DU, number 1, upon the signing of the agreement, immediately pay PRC the advance cash payment of 5 million. Advance lang po ba yung 5 million?
Ang nakalagay po dito is yung 5 million, yun po yung nakamawa sa atin. Pero ang nakalagay po dito is parang kailangan mabayaran. Yung parang paumpisa po is magkakaroon po na at least 40% yung deposit, 2 million. And pag okay na po, nabigyan na po nung mga kailangan na yung swabber, yung makuan po, na orient na po, saka po babayaran po ng buo. So, pero pwede na rin po yung buo na rin po babayaran.
Any other questions? Ako yung mga sample clarifications regarding number 1. So, example that we have this testing and then meron pong nag-positive. Ano po yung process natin dito sa Alaminos na gagawin natin dun sa na-swab na positive?
Sir, we identify yung na-swab ng positive kung nasa mild, moderate, or severe siya na patient. So, pag nasa mild, pwede po na, or asymptomatic, we can isolate sa moderate and severe, we can refer to hospital.
Pwede po sa Western, okay lang R1. R1, hindi pwede sa Western.
pwede na, hindi ko alam kung gano'n sila ka-prepare na po sa mga.
So for now,
Normal po NCPA.
pag mild, Tangharang Isolation Facility,
Yes po, asymptomatic.
asymptomatic. May mild din ba ng symptomatic?
Hindi po, asymptomatic and yung may gusto po na konti sir is mild.
Okay.
Yes po. Yung severe po is may difficulty in breathing.
Okay. Eh yung moderate?
Yung assessment na po kasi, example, may difficulty of breathing, pero yung age niya is nasa adult, mas malakas po yung resistensya. So, ganun po yung pag-classify po. So, clinical.
And then, secondly, you mentioned kanina na pinaprioritize po ninyo yung at-risk tsaka yung frontliners and close contacts. Pwede rin bang isama yung mga vulnerable mga priorities natin? For example, yung mga below poverty level, kasi sila po yung dikit-dikit yung bahay, sila po yung pagka nagkasakit, hindi sila makakabayad sa hospital. So, may I suggest na isama po natin yun sa mga iti-test kung meron namang sobra. I understand na 1-4 lang, at risk, close contacts, barangay frontliners, city frontliners. Pero kung may sobra pa, instead of donating it to Red Cross, sana magamit natin for Alaminos. So, i-test natin yung mahihirap, yung senior citizen, yung PWD, kasi once tamaan yun, maaaring mas mabilis yung kalat eh. So, alam mo yun, that's also a comment dito sa number 9 na at the termination of this agreement for whatever reason, donate the entirety of the balance of cash advance to PRC, which donation shall be used for, among other purposes, repair, maintenance, upgrade, acquisition of testing equipment. Okay naman since 1-4 lang naman, eh, sana imbusin natin sa alam. Maximize, yes, I agree po. And then for my last question, ma'am, since pwede pala ito, we've been 3 months in, bakit parang ngayon lang natin naisip na mag-partnership with Red Cross?
Yes, sir.
Ano ba po nangyari? May parang program ba sila?
Bali, sir, parang sa increasing, kasi nung first po, konti-konti lang po yung cases. Increasing new cases po. So, nakita rin po natin sa iba, like sa Bukal, nakipag-MOA sila with Red Cross. So, pwede rin siguro sa atin sa reconstructed.
How about, have you explored partnerships with hospitals? Since I think other municipalities may partnership, I think SWAL has a partnership with Chinese General ata. Tapos, hindi ko lang kung medical city din. Parang nabasa ko. Posible ba ma'am? Para may other options rin po tayo.
Yes po.
Possible naman. So, siguro, kung nagawa po ng SWAL, maybe we could also check kung pwede natin mag-partnership with Chinese General since magkatabi lang naman tayo ng SWAL, or maybe partnership with SWAL para sila na gumawa, gano'n.
Actually, sir, ako, Dr. Graciela Ramirez, the Municipal Health Officer of SWAL. Nagtatanong po ako nung contact nila sa Chinese din. And hindi pa po niya ako nabigyan ng contact number niya kasi yung mayor and admin po nakipag-coordinate po sa Chinese din naman.
Okay. Well, sayang din kasi ma'am, di ba parang we're a city, so any other questions? Kindly, papabigay ng mic. Okay.
Good afternoon po. In addition lang po doon kay Dr. Bakit ngayon tayo. Ngayon po tayo ng part na pagkaisip. Actually, ang Philippine Red Cross Molecular Laboratory just started po late last month. Sila po yung partner ng government sa mga nandun sa OFW po. Sila po ang in charge doon. And as of this time, ang Red Cross po so far ang may pinakamabilis na maglabas ng results at pinakamarami pong natitest in terms po of number of persons po.
Kaya sila po yung na-consider natin na. Tsaka mabilis po silang nag-reply. Actually, that time na nag-meeting po ang PNP at nagtanong sa kanila, immediately po after a day na forward na po nila agad yung sample MOA at saka yung mga requirements. Thank you po.
Okay. Thank you for the information. Ma'am, ilang days ba? Pag Red Cross, 2 days? Ano yan? 2 to 5 days?
Yes, sir.
Pag Baguio, 10 days? 10 days, no? Any other questions to our doctor? City Health Officer, sorry. Counselor na Doc, Sir Gomez.
Yeah, Doktora, yung 5 million na kas-advance, parang consumable yun, di ba? Na pambayad doon sa testing service na 3.5 isa. Kung i-divide mo yung 5 million sa 3.5, mga 1,228 yun. Paano ba hindi umabot ang halimbawa, next week ay nakadiscover yung China ng vaccine. Hindi na natin kailangan yung sub-sub na yan, may vaccine na yung mura. Anong gagawin doon sa 5 million, babalik nila sa atin?
Donation.
Ha?
Donation pa natin.
Donate na natin?
Swab na natin lahat.
May vaccine ako eh. Halimbawa,
Kasama tayo sa
kung humina na yung, halimbawa, nag-tipline na yung, ano na yun, yung
O parang is there any
Virus
option
na yun.
other than swabbing and donating? Parang pwede kayang mahingi. Kasi Ma'am sa atin nasabihin.
Good afternoon, everyone. Despite of the introduction of the vaccine, I think every patient who should be done so that there would be no irrational use of the vaccine. I think vaccine should not be given to everyone. It should have the rational use of the vaccine, sir. So I think swab test should be done and should be maximized po, sir.
what I mean is, even if there is no vaccine, if the pandemic has, well, vanished naturally or what, and no people are really infected, do you think you still want to be swabbed?
Yes, sir, for
There are
confirmatory.
people who are infected in the Philippines, actually in the Philippines. Ako siguro ayaw ko na. Bakit ako magpapaswab?
But sir, the swab test is only done to patients who manifest yung signs and symptoms po. Not to everyone.
Yun nga, assuming ilan na. Ito yung pinag-usapan natin dito. Equivalent ng 3,500 sa 5 million. Kung umabot lang tayo sa 100, anong gagawin doon sa sobra? Idodonate na lang natin.
Sa tingin naman po natin, sa dami po ng frontliners po natin dito, including barangays and the vulnerable po, baka kulangin pa po yung 1/4 sa estimate lang po natin. So, nakita niyo po, nakita niyo lahat, yung mga nag-positive po doon, mga asymptomatic frontliners po. So, mas maganda po kung i-maximize po natin yung 1,400. And sa tingin po namin, baka kulangin pa po yun.
I have a question, ma'am. Kung asymptomatic, then no symptoms, bakit sila tinest? Kaya you mentioned priority ang, sabi ni Dr. Rawson is priority ang yung symptoms. So, paano ba yun? They fall under the category ng frontliner. Kahit na asymptomatic, i-test them.
Yes, yes. Katulad yung ginawa nung May 8, 10 na CDR staff, PNP, nag-test din po tayo. PNP is 5, Fire is 2, City Health 2, and Barangay Officials 6 po.
Kamusta po resulta nun? May 10. Lahat 10?
Ay, pati ilan sila lahat? 10 po na CDR. Sir.
10 na CDR.
Tapos 5 na police, 2 BSP, 2 CHO, 6 na barangay officials.
Mhm. So, negative lahat. Pati yung dati, yung 40, negative
sir,
din
sila,
lahat.
kasama po sila sa last testing po na. Yung mga yun po. Kasama.
Once pa lang ba?
Yes,
Yung
po,
May
one-
10?
Yes, May
Negative lahat.
May 8 po. May 8.
Okay. Councilor De Castro, last two questions. Councilor De Castro, Councilor De Leon, then Councilor Segundera.
May follow-up question doon sa question ni Atty. Lopez, no? Going to the flow of thought, no? Kaya sabi niya, what if pagkaroon ng vaccine, no? So, anong gagawin natin doon sa remaining? Now, just to clarify yung question, even if may vaccine na, ito bang napundan natin ito na 5 million, is this necessary, or not only necessary, is this indispensable, no, as a confirmation kung ang isang tao ba ay affected ng COVID-19? So yun yung tanong ko. Kasi if that will be the case, do you follow? Ibig sabihin, mayroon ng gamot, okay? Let us assume, hopefully, and we pray na magkaroon, no? So, meron tayong pinunduhan sa video. Ito bang pupuntahan natin na ito ba yung magdidetermine kung ang isang tao or ang isang patient, i-determine niya, i-confirm niya na itong patient na to is COVID-19 positive? Yes.
Yes.
So, even if mayroon ng vaccine, we still need a confirmatory laboratory.
Yes, sir. Kasi,
So, it follows then na itong 5 million is just an initial fund.
yes, yes,
Unless science and development will
Yes.
later on progress again that by mere simpleng test, madidetermine niya.
yes.
So, without this laboratory, ito ng PRC at natin, hindi natin makukonfirm kung yung isang tao ay COVID-19 positive o hindi.
Yes, sir.
Ibig sabihin, we will prepare na pupunta natin ito unless another measure
Yes po.
will come up later on. Kasi yun yung kanina kung anong gagawin natin. So, iisip ko kung is this confirmatory
Yes.
Yeah.
based on patient. Because if this is confirmatory test, it will become perennial unless science and technology will introduce another measure.
At saka sa increasing po yung cases po natin. So, hindi pa po natin masasabi talaga na until December or ilang few months lang is magde-decline na po yung cases natin. And yung about the vaccine naman po, yung vaccine po is kung nakapa na po, mayroon pa po silang measures, detect po kung pwede na po, 100% po siyang protective or hindi. Kailangan pa po may trial pa po. So, ilang buwan din po yun, and by that time, katulad magkulang na rin po talaga yung 1,400 din natin.
Councilor Dalia De Leon. Tanong po.
What if kung sobra naman doon sa 1,400 yung ating mga itetest? So another per head na naman doon, magbabayad na naman tayo ng 3,500.
Pwede ba yun?
Mag-enter na naman po tayo ng
May 2 million
limit.
Kasi yung 2 million kasi na yun, parang 40% yata yung sa 5 million na pang dapat.
Pwede mo i-clarify lang, siguro yung tatanong ni Councilor De Leon is, we cash advance 5 million, and then pag ginamit na natin, pag 2M na lang yung natitira, we have the option to put 3 million again, parang ganun ba? Replenish. The LGU shall replenish the full amount to set the cash advance payment by limiting the amount requested by PRC. So, 5 million po, paubos yun. Pag 2 million na po, susulat po si Redro sa LGU, magre-replenish ka ba o hindi. Tapos kung hindi, diretso lang. Pagka replenish, dagdag ng 3 million ulit. Ay, Councilor Secondera? Okay po.
This is regarding po yung rapid testing. How accurate yung accuracy po niya because it's causing confusion and panic among residents. At saka po, guess ang swab test is more accurate. Hindi po ba daw?
So, the rapid test is, when say rapid, we detect the antibody. We call it rapid antibody test. So, yung antibody po is protection natin against the virus. While the PCR or the swab test, we test the virus itself. Yes. The accuracy, so that test we have the two terms, the test yung sensitivity and specificity. So sa rapid test po, sensitivity and specificity is less than 50% po. So nagkakaroon po tayo ng false negative. While sa PCR naman po, ngayon po yun pa rin po ang ina-advise ng WHO and DOH na confirmatory test natin. Although wala naman po 100% test na accurate po, pero yun po is mataas na po yung accuracy niya compared po ng malayo sa rapid test.
So, may positive na po ba sa rapid test and then negative swab test?
Meron na po ma'am, pero hindi po dito sa lugar natin. Sa mga news po, nagkakaroon po may mga OFW na negative rapid test and turn out positive sila sa swab test. And vice versa, meron na po yun.
Ma'am, sino po mag-train dun sa mga swabbers natin? O nag-train na sila, di ba?
Nag-train na po yung dalawang medtech po natin sa UAN. Pero siguro yung kailangan pa rin po natin present sila sa PRC para for orientation na rin.
Or?
Orientation po nila.
Pero di na kailangan ng training ulit.
Hindi na, sure, hindi na.
Sige. Any other questions to our City Health Officer? Last question, Councilor Applebacken. And then maybe we could ask our City Budget Officer.
Hindi naman ito regarding dito sa ating memorandum. Pero gusto ko lang malaman din ng buong council yung update ko ng COVID dito sa ating city.
Yung update po natin as of kaninang 9 a.m. So, dumadami po yung persons under monitoring po natin. Kasi sa mga dumarating, balik probinsya,
Balik estudyante.
but back to work po. So, sa facility po natin, may 22 po tayo for monitoring. And total of 289 po lahat ang PUMs po natin under monitoring po. Yung mga dumarating po, yung mga galing po ng Benguet, magtatrabaho na po dito, yung mga locally stranded po ma'am, na umuuwi na po. Tapos yung mga kalapit towns po na bumabalik na po sa mga work po, magre-report na po sa work. So, ang probable case po natin yung 5 po, waiting for result pa rin po sila. Tingnan sinasabi na medyo matagal po yung mga results po.
Kung mag-update kayo dun sa province, paano gagawa rin sila ng laboratory?
Yes sir, tumawag kanina si Dr. Daphne kay Dr. Rachelo, kasama ni Dr. Ana. Po nila matiyak kung kaya lang kailangan pang i-approve. And hindi po nila alam kung 1 month or few days kung kailan po sila.
Pero itong Red Cross, once na pondohan, pwede na agad? Okay. How about yung test na plano po natin? Di ba we allotted ang mga nito sa rapid test?
Kaya po ang
Oh?
kay Mayor po.
Wala pa? Pero wala pa? Parating na yung rapid test. Okay. And then swab test ASAP. Okay. So, with that, thank you very much, for Dana Regulos. Thank you, ma'am. Siguro, ma'am, budget, pwede lang magtanong, clarify ko lang yung sa Red Cross. Kung saan po nagaling yung source of fund po natin ng 5 million?
Sa development fund, sir, mag-re-realign po tayo from farm to market roads to COVID testing services program.
Saan po? Development fund?
Yes, sir.
Pwede ba? Pwede ba?
Yes, sir.
Basta COVID related
po.
no? So may pera pa tayo?
Yes, sir. May
Marami
pera
pa?
po.
Marami
May
pa?
pera po kasi may development fund, sir.
Okay, kala ko countrywide development fund ng mga council. So, marami pa naman, ma'am. Councilor Cirilo na to?
Mr. Chair, I suggest we make to recognize our budget officer because we have 2 items. I think she will be
Okay, madam?
talking
Ma'am Weng,
about
will you take the floor? Ito naman. Ito na.
augmentation of 3 million na. Ganyan ito eh. Yung pong number 1 sa proposal.
So, sige, we have item number 1 under proposed resolution. And then, with regard to yung sa Red Cross then. So, yung sa Red Cross, basta 5 billion mong kaya sa development fund.
Yes, sir.
Tapos, okay. Regarding, what item yun? Number 1 and, ano isa?
Yung Red Cross na rin po.
Yung Red Cross. Oh, sige, let's go.
Dalawa sila.
Doon muna tayo sa Red Cross. So, any questions po regarding yung Red Cross MOA to our City Budget Officer? Wala po. O basta mga galing sa Development Fund. O, mas maganda. And then, next item, regarding the utilization of the HINP Emergency Fund amounting to 3.9 million for augmentation for expenses of our HINP personal services.
Yes, sir. Kasi ang collection po natin from as of May 31, 2020, 7,791,858. As of the plus yung ating supplemental budget number 1, yung unappropriated surplus po nila na 2,154,848.88. So ang total funds available is 9,946,706.88. As of this date, disbursement vouchers po natin, including po yung personal services, is 9,947,107.83. And then may mga pending purchase request na naaprubahan prior dito po sa COVID-19 pandemic na 956,997. So, ang total obligation po is 10,904,104.83. So, ang budget deficiency po natin is 957,397 pesos and 95 centavos. So, yung ating emergency fund, meron po tayong ordinance doon na pag nakaipon na po tayo ng 2 million, the rest will go for the operation of the HINP. Yun po, hinihingan namin ngayon ng resolution para po yung pansweldo po dun sa mga permanent employees po natin sa tourism, yun po yung gagamitin na pera para hindi po mag-negative. Kasi ito may sariling financial statement po.
Any questions to the body? I would like to ask, saan nakalagay yung pag umabot ng 2 million? Kasi binasa ko yung ordinance, it's solely for accidents and after revolving fund, after 2 years from the effectivity of this ordinance, a yearly revolving fund of 2 million pesos shall remain under the trust account of the HINP, and any excess thereof shall be used for improvement, rehabilitation, and maintenance of the HINP.
Yes po.
So, kasama ba ang personal services doon? Improvement, rehabilitation, maintenance.
Maintenance. Kung workforce, wala rin mo naman ano. Maintenance.
Any question? Any questions? Councilor Serino?
May sariling financial statement yung HIP sa
Yes po, opo.
Kumikita ba o nalulugi?
Nung March 17,
Hindi, before yung pandemic.
yun nga sir, meron tayong 7.7 million.
That's it.
Pang ilang buwan ito na sweldo ng mga tao? Yung 3 million.
Sir, abutin to hanggang ano sir, hanggang third quarter.
Hanggang October.
Kasi para ma-sustain yung sweldo alone,
Yun nga.
hanggang December, we need around 7 million sir eh. Kaya siguro on the next supplemental, baka may dagdag. Kasi may prepare na po akong supplemental ngayon.
But I have a question, no? Di ba ang sistema natin sa tourism parang tuwing peak season, nag-hire tayo.
Opo.
Tapos tuwing rainy season, nag-lay off tayo. So, since tuloy ang kanilang trabaho, that means kailangan ng pera.
Opo.
So, dito kukunin yun.
Ay, hindi po, sir. Lahat po ng kanilang job order, nilagay po pa lahat sa under ng general services po.
Ito po para sa
Yung
regular.
regular employees lang po. Pati yung kanilang maintenance on yung public utilities, sinolder na po ng general fund.
Public
Yung
utility.
electric, gasoline, water, saka yung kanilang...
So, pwede niyo bang bigyan ng background yung body at ako rin? Parang ano yung nagiging effect nitong pandemic? Medyo naiintindihan ko parang dahil walang koneksyon, pwede bang ba tayo nagkukulang sa pera?
Kasi sir, itong HINP, parang itrinit natin as economic enterprise.
Okay.
Ngayon ho, wala nga akong kinikita, magkukulang. May kulang naman po. Kaya ngayon, isa-subsidize po natin. So far, hindi pa naman natin magagalaw ang general fund kasi nga meron po itong trust fund, na emergency fund. Actually, ito yung insurance eh, na 10 pesos. So, after may cost na po ito, hindi na po natin pwedeng galawin yung 2 million kasi trust po yun eh. So, ang gagawin ho natin, mag-prepare ho ako ng supplemental budget, isa-subsidize po natin ang 100 Island, ang tourism.
What specific? Ano yung sa-subsidize? Sweldo lang?
Sweldo po. Kukunin din naman ho natin yan sa savings ng sweldo po natin.
Sweldo ng permanent?
Yes po. Kasi wala naman po tayong makukuhang estimated income or additional income kasi talagang pati ho sa collection wala ho tayo. Though may nagbabayad naman ng RPT, pakonti-konti.
Paano yung kasi ang dami namin na-approve dito ng mga projects sa lupa. So, I know part of it sa loan, di ba? Bawal namang galawin yun, di ba? Yung for example, other projects na naka-charge sa development fund or general fund, tawag dito, hindi ba mas magandang i-halt muna natin yan at ibayad natin sa personal services?
Ay sir, kasi may mga percentage po tayo na pwede lang galawin sa pera. So, pag sa personal services na hanggang 55% lang tayo ng total income. Pag lumampas po tayo doon, parang magkakaroon tayo ng technical...
parang PS capacity.
Tapos kung ano yung nasa 20% development fund, para 20% development fund lang.
So ito, solely, yung 3.9 sa sahod pa pupunta. Any questions? Councilor Doc?
Pag paubos na yung kwan, nag-iisipan natin sa tapos ito subsidize ng general fund fund yun.
Opo.
Economic enterprise. Pag sakasakaling naka-recover yun, yung economic enterprise na yun, kumikita na, pwede ba niya ibalik sa general fund yung subsidize ng general fund sa kanya?
Yes sir, basta naabot niya yung target collection niya. Kasi ang ano naman, binibigyan natin sila ng target collection. Like this year, 47 million, pero that's next to impossible na makolect ka na. Kaya last year, kasi budget preparation na for 2021, napag-usapan namin sa local finance level pa lang po 30 million lang po ang estimate namin para sa HILP.
Next year?
Yes po. Binawasan namin ng 17 million.
May loan pa tayo binabayaran doon, di ba ma'am?
Yes sir, pati yung loan inalis namin doon, nilagay ho namin lahat sa development fund.
Pwede yun, pwede naman yun. So, any other questions? Councilor De Castro?
Ano narinig ko kanina? Yung 3.9 para sa sweldo
Sweldo lang, oo.
ng mga regular employee.
Yes sir.
Di ba naka-budget na yung sweldo?
Sir, naka-budget na kasi included doon sa 47 million sir. Eh, ang collection lang po natin is 7.7. Eh, ang kanilang personal services expenses umabot po ng 23 million.
So, yung 47 million niya yung target.
Yes sir.
So, inassume nyo na
Wala nang
inassume nyo na magkakaroon tayo ng 47 million sana.
sana.
Paano pag naubos na yung, hanggang kailan yan 3.9 na sahod nila?
Hanggang third quarter sir.
After third quarter, saan kayo kuha ng pagkakaroon?
Savings po natin sa personal services from mayor's office down to the CDR office. Kasi may mga vacancies.
So, i-realign yung mga
Yes sir.
yung mga hindi na fill upan.
Opo.
Ilang empleyado ito ma'am? Mga 3 point. So, sabi mo lang 1 million
Sir,
sa
ano
isang...
sila, 23 plantilla position, permanent plantilla position.
Wala na ba ibang pwedeng kuha na ng pondo? Lahat ba ng plantilla positions naka-charge sa trust fund? O sa general fund?
Then, sila sir, sa HINP, kasi ang HINP sir, trust general, ang tawag kasi nagre-reflect sa income natin. Pero sir, ang ano nga noon, yung sa 23 permanent position sir, ang naka-allot na budget nila for the whole year is 23 million. Kasi kasama kasi doon yung casual, inalis na ho namin yun. Talagang trim down namin na lahat ng casual pay off nila, isi-shoulder na ng general fund. Kaya ang kinumpit namin is yung monthly payroll nila. Kaya ganyan lang po.
Is it possible na sagutin din ang general fund ito?
Pagpasasagot po natin,
Hindi ba, ang point ko lang kasi, during summer, nag-i-employ tayo ng marami. Tapos, nag-lay off tayo pagkatapos. Hindi tayo nag-lay off eh. So, talagang tataas yung pang-casual at saka JO natin. Kasi, overloaded tayo eh, ng manpower eh. So, yung igagastos sana natin doon, is, pag ma-lay off sila, ibabayad na lang natin dito.
sir, yun din ang aming nirecommend. Mag-lay off. Parang sabi naman ni Mayor, at this crisis naman, nakakaawa naman yung i-lay off na sila. Pero usapan ho namin, kung hindi i-lay off, hindi trim down yung pasok nila. Kung yung iba 5 days, gawin 3 days. Kung yung 7 days, gawin 5 days. Kasi, kung magdidire-diretso sila ho, na ubus talaga, at saka nakakahiya yung pumapasok sila pagdating ng sweldo, walang may
I understand ma'am, no? If kailangan talaga ang manpower nila, bayaran. Pero pagka hindi naman kailangan, di ba, parang kawawa naman yung iba na madadamay sila kahit nagtatrabaho sila. Yun naman ang point. Kunyari, yung mga, for example, JO na araw-araw pumapasok. Kasi we can see naman yung relief of COVID, ang dami nating tao eh. Sometimes nga may mga comment na hindi na nagagawa ang social distance kasi sobrang daming tumutulong. So, I think we should recommend a balance. Parang iba na yung efficiency na ang dami nyo nga, pero ilan lang naman nagagawa ninyo, di ba? Parang gano'n. So,
Ginawasan lang sir yung yung pasok. Pero hindi nag-ligo.
pero hindi yun to for all. For tourism lang yun.
For all sir.
For all.
Kasi ang daming JO eh.
Kasama ni Disney ba?
Sir, may tawag ko sa office ninyo.
Oh.
Baka pwede.
Pero, kunyari ma'am, for example, yung JO, sorry, yung channels ko na more witnesses. Kunyari ma'am, JO na counselor, ilan na naman sila. So, dahil dito tourism, apektado rin sila, kasi sila araw-araw sila sa trabaho. Technically, wala namang trabaho sa HIMB. I mean, di ba? So, reliability shouldn't... Ano yan? Dahil kasi, parang...
Yes, sir.
Ano rin naman silang nililay off eh. Kasi hindi na dahil off-season eh. Pero dahil may-maintain sila, masasakripisyo lahat ng jail. Eh, paano yung mga nagtatrabaho dito ng araw-araw? Ba talagang may trabaho? Hindi yung nagre-repack. I mean, hindi naman sila gano'n. Hindi naman yung nagre-repack. Diba? Yun lang naman ang... Kasi marami rin nagtatanong sa amin. So, paano naman yung gano'n? Kasi may ipit kung hindi naman kami mag 3 days, wala kami ng... Wala tayo ng... Wala tayo cash backing. So, ano bang pwede namin gawin doon? Kasi ganun yung mangyayari. Dahil hindi mo nilay off, damay lahat tayo.
Mababawasan ng workday.
Mababawasan yung 5 days maging
3 days.
2-3 days. Eh, araw-araw naman pumapasok yung mga zero natin. Kasi dito naman, yung mga wala masyadong ginagawa, naiintindihan ko, sige pwedeng bawasan. Pero yung araw-araw talaga nag-work, anong pwedeng gawin?
Kasi talagang pinapupunan lang natin sir, savings natin talaga from the personal
Understand. Ang problema kasi naman, wala eh. Parang may gusto rito.
Kaya nga.
Di ba?
Hopefully. Pero anong sabi naman namin kay Mayor, siguro tignan natin hanggang end of June kung maganda yung ating income statement. Kung sakaling may papasok. Kasi tigil sir yung sa ating slaughterhouse. Malaki-laki din yung
Ano sasabihin naman ng JO na yun? Parang ang dami-dami natin ginagastos tapos mabawasan pa kami ng araw. I understand yung naka-off peak ay yung mga araw-araw na nagtatrabaho. Paano naman yun?
parang yung sa tourism sir, parang binigay yata sa sa GSO at saka sa CDR. Nasa mga sila.
Naka-detail. Pero
Talagang gusto nga namin sir ng day off sana, pero nga sabi nga ni
siguro partial ba?
parang hindi, wrong timing naman. Wala na nga silang mapagtatrabaho ba? Tapos i-day off pa. So kung ayaw ninyo mag-day off sir, baka pwedeng bawasan yung work day.
Tama naman yan, ma'am. Pero ma'am, paano yung mga walang ginagawa na talaga? Paano yung walang ginagawa na talaga? Diba? Anyway, so, wala ko rin sa my session. So,
Anyway sir, may good news naman eh.
sige.
Dumating na po yung list natin na our qualified for our performance-based bonus. 2019 lang po, wala pa yung 2018.
May follow-up question ako dun sa kung kanina nila.
Sir,
Sa ang pinag-usapan nyo kanina, sa tourism, pag Linmas, nag-lily off tayo. Pag summertime, maraming tourist, nire-repair natin sila. Anong month yun? Yung lean month natin at saka yung malakas na
July hanggang August po. Ang lima.
July at saka August lang?
July, August. June, July, August po.
June, July, August. June na. Hindi ba time na na mag-ihilot yung mga kayo?
Mula ng March pa rin, lean month na to.
Yung regular na ginagawa nila na mag-lily off pag lean month, di ba? Sabi mo June to August. June na eh. Di dapat mag-lay off na. Parang wala yung COVID dito, hindi kasali yung COVID.
Gusto nga namin talagang
Wala yung COVID, huwag natin sali yung COVID kasi yun ang iwala kay meron ng COVID. Talagang nililiw ko sila kung lean month. Di ba? So, wala naman dahilan na umamit nila kasi dati na ginagawa.
So, Ma'am, can we get a copy yung yung 3.9 million kung paano magastusin? Okay. Any other questions regarding the HIMP fund? May tanong pa po tayo? Wala na. Ay ma'am, kasabay ng hiningi ko, pwede na rin kami ng let's say monthly, kung magkano ba ang nakukuha natin dito sa 10 pesos per, yung donate, magkano yung, para at least, laki rin pala, no? Yung 5M, ilang months yun? Since napasan ko, no? November 6, 2017.
Kontrata with Malayan.
3 years. 3 years. Okay? Any other questions to our City Budget Officer regarding HIMP Emergency Fund and nabawa with the Philippine Red Cross? Wala na. We'd like to thank Madam Rowena Ruiz, our City Budget Officer. Anong tanong regarding sa mga SPA ninyo? As I say, SPA?
Masasubmit po ako ng supplemental kasi kasi yung preparation ko ng annual yung supplemental annual investment plan. After that, ako sasubmit yung supplemental budget. PBB, 2019 lang po 2019 lang, hindi 20. Mga kailan ma?
Kailan yun?
Sa accounting po ang gumagawa ng payroll. Sa inyo po, 65% of your monthly salary.
Ano yan, ma'am? Ano yan? BB?
Yung hindi namin.
Less tax po yan
Balik ulit.
32%. Automatic po na yun. 30%. Kasi in excess of 90,000 taxable na po. Yung mga dininimis po natin, sa inyo, ang isang year nyo lang, 100,000 na yata. Kaya taxable na po lahat. And benefit.
We will now lift the suspension of the rules. It's the pleasure of the body regarding number 1 under proposed resolution.
Chairman, I move that the matter be debated today for deliberation.
It's been moved by Councilor Silinodok, seconded by Councilor Rabag and Councilor Secundera for the inclusion of the said resolution in the business of the day. Regarding the two unassigned businesses, MOA with the Philippine Red Cross, Councilor Abel-Bahar, what's your pleasure?
Secretary Officer, I move to elevate for the business of the day.
It's been moved by Councilor Abel-Bahar, seconded by Councilor Cesar and Councilor De Leon for the inclusion of the said item in our business of the day. And the other unassigned business, the
Senior citizen.
regarding this ordinance, we haven't tackled it. I believe it is an adoption of the National Senior Citizen Law. Ano ba? Gusto niyo bang i-hearing muna ito? Hearing? Ha? Sa session na lang?
Hindi na lang po, kasi i-adapt lang naman natin. Ito nga lang naman karoon, nandyan yan. Pero ordinance, lang naman.
General rules for a 1-minute recess.
Wala pa na, nag-guidelines na ba yung SWD dito?
Bumite.
Nakalagay po dito, yung mga assistants na yun, subject to the guidelines submission by DSWD, meron na ba sa guidelines ng DSWD? Magkano?
Wala. Wala pala. Tinasarong.
Wala eh.
Parang nagbibigay ata sila ng mga yan, parang
Birthday.
cash gift,
Oo nga, yun yan.
senior citizen, kaya pinapanaka yun.
Siguro, i-localize mo.
Before na lang natin, tapos we request DSWD to represent.
Dapat sana tinanong na rin natin sa mga tungkol dyan.
Oo nga.
Kung saan nanggagaling.
Pero wala dyan pa si Ma'am Weng.
Para
Wala eh.
kung may pagkakakontrol dyan, ito na lang yung speaker dyan.
Hindi na ito kami tumingin.
Kasi ano mo na i-hearing sa session. Para hindi na tayo mag...
Yun nga, invite na lang natin sila na nag-dis.
Para madami panahon na mag-draft. Mag-draft din pero tayo. Wala pa draft.
Wala kasi sa committee hearing kasi ito.
O hearing muna natin.
I-determine kung saan kukuha ng pondo, magkano, paano ang proseso, sinong bibigyan.
Sige. Okay. We'll now resume our session. So, i-set mo na committee hearing, siguro before session na.
Sa July.
June. Okay. Councilor Season, the chairman on Social Welfare and Senior Citizens, schedule a committee hearing on June 9,
At
12:30.
1:30. 1 o'clock.
1 plus 1:30 session. 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock in the afternoon here in the Sangguniang Panunsol Session Hall. Please invite DSWD officer, Senior Citizen Federation President, Budget Officer,
And
Oscar. Okay? So ordered. Next item. For review.
Now we proceed to the communications received. We have a letter from Mr. Edelberto Argalado, Huawei SA15 Z, Dito Telecommunity Corporation requesting for a resolution for their business activities in the city.
Ganda, move for the...
Ano? Anong gawin natin dito?
Committee hearing, sir.
Okay. Kailan natin schedule sa Tuesday na rin? Ha?
Tuesday.
Sir,
O sige. Ay, Councilor Joselito Pordelera.
Mr. Chair, I scheduled for a committee hearing this letter.
Kailan po?
Tuesday, Mr. Chairman. Next time. February.
5.
Yes, June 5. Sir, 9? 6? Yes. 10 o'clock.
At the end. 10 p.m. Councilor Pordelera, the chairman on Public Utility schedules committee hearing on June 5, 10 a.m. Kindly invite the proponent and sila lang? BPLO, yan. Planning. BPLO.
This engineer
Garcia. Our planning officer, Engineer Garcia. And maybe the BPLO. Ano ba ito? Magkano ba siya? Satellite satellite? Paano?
yes, sir, satellite buildings, marami siyang mga kaya hindi na specific.
City planning officer and
Zoning.
BPLO pa? Zoning officer.
Engineering.
Oh, yeah, dalawa na. Engineering. So planning and zoning. Okay. So ordered. So next item.
Now proceed to the committee report. The first item is joint committee report from the hearing held on February 28 regarding the review of barangay ordinances of Barangay Balaya. Ordinance number 2019-01, 02, 03, 04, 05, and 05.
Yes, Mr. Chair, on last February 28, the proponent failed to appear due to an equally important matter and request hearing on the said ordinances, Mr. Chair, preferably on July 3 at 10 o'clock in the morning.
For lahat to, Balayang? Lahat ng Balayang, anin?
Ano ba lang?
Councilor De Castro moves to scheduled for the committee hearing of the 6 ordinances of Barangay Balayang on July 3, 10 a.m. So ordered. Next item.
Joint committee report from the hearing held March 6 regarding the review of Barangay Ordinance Number 2019-04 of Barangay San Jose.
Yes, Mr. Chair, committee hearing was conducted on March 6, 2020. And after review of the said ordinance, the committee is of the opinion that the said barangay ordinance is within the regulatory power under the local government code. And henceforth, the committee moves for the adoption of the said committee report. And that should be delegated to the Ministry for deliberation.
It's been moved by Councilor Anthony Castro, the Chairman on Laws and Rules, for the inclusion of the said ordinance of Barangay San Jose be included in the business of the day for deliberation. Next item, Madam.
Joint committee report from the hearing held on March 6 regarding the review of Barangay Ordinances of Barangay Pogo, Barangay Ordinance Number 2020-01 and Barangay Ordinance Number 2020-02.
The committee hearing was conducted March 6, 2020, and after deliberation and review of the said barangay ordinance, the committee is of the opinion that the said barangay ordinances were within the taxing and regulatory powers of the barangay as provided under the local government code. And henceforth, the committee moves for the adoption of the said report and that the matter be elevated to the business of the day for deliberation and approval of the order.
Does this include the code on children as well?
Yes, the revenue code and the code of children.
It has been moved by Councilor Alvin Felix Castro for the adoption of this committee report for the 2 ordinances and these items be included in our business of the day for deliberation. Next item.
Joint committee report from the hearing held on March 6 regarding the review of Barangay Ordinance Number 2019-02 Barangay Tangkaran.
Yes, Mr. Chair, due to an equally important matter scheduled on March 6, the proponent for a resetting and considering the reason to be valid, the committee is requesting for another committee hearing, preferably on July 3, 2020 at 10:30 o'clock in the morning.
Councilor Alvin Felix Castro, who's for the setting of the committee hearing on the said item on July 3, 10:30 in the morning. So ordered. Next item.
Joint committee report from the public hearing held on March 26 regarding the resolution approving the subdivision plan of Rhea Homes, Alarinos, Pangasinan, located at Barangay San Vicente de City, containing an area of 108,542 square meters, and also the ordinance reclassifying 2 parcels of land with an aggregate area of 108,542 square meters from agricultural use to residential use.
Regarding these 2 matters, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Representative, the public hearing for these 2 items public hearing was scheduled last March 26, but because of this pandemic, coronavirus, we did not postpone the public hearing. And now we are scheduling it for another public hearing on June 10 at 10 o'clock in the morning at San Vicente Auditorium, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, Councilor Cyril Doc schedules the chairman of the Majority Leader, schedules the public hearing regarding
item number 5 and item number 6, resolution and ordinance, scheduled sa public hearing on June 10, 10 o'clock in the morning in San Vicente, covered court. Madam Secretary, kindly coordinate, kindly announce early and coordinate with our CDRRM for proper minimum health standard regarding this public hearing. Who do we invite, Councilor? Do you want to invite any specific people? Okay. Okay. So ordered. Next item.
Now proceed to the business of the day. Under new business, we have the proposed resolution approving the utilization of the SINP emergency fund amounting to 3,937,675 centavos as augmentation fund for the expenses of the 100 Islands National Park, particularly expenditures for personal services.
We adopt this. Any other requirements that you would like to ask from our budget officer? Ang hiningi lang kanina yung listahan ng mga empleyadong susweldohan at saka yung monthly collection nitong HINP emergency fund. Ganun ba ba? Kung wala na, any motion?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, if there are no more concerns on this measure, I move for its adoption.
It's been moved by Councilor Serino to adopt the majority for leaders. Hi, Councilor Segundera, Councilor Season, Councilor Robert said resolution. Any objection? Amendment, discussion, hearing none. The said resolution is hereby adopted. Next item.
Proposing City Mayor at Brian Celeste to enter into a memorandum of agreement by and between the city government of the City of Alaminos, Pangasinan and the Philippine Red Cross for the provision of 2 laboratory testing services.
So before we act on it again, pwede kaya tayo magtanggal ng mga paragraph? Kunyari, kaninang na-debate natin yung at the termination of this agreement, i-donate, pwede kaya natin ilagay doon, nagkamitan na ng lahat? Or ibahin? Sayang kasi kung i-donate lang natin
Yung pera.
yung pera eh. Kasi kung magka-vaccine nga or
Laki ng pera na Red Cross. Di ba may nag-question natin yung tipar na kay Gordon? Naningin sila ng more than 3.5 eh. Kapag yata may nag-complain na
I have two concerns dito, no? Doon sa number 2, yung naging 2 million na lang siya, automatic replenish ba ang budget or hihingi ulit sila sa sanggunian? That's my first concern. Second concern ko yung pag hindi nagamit, gusto nyo ba talagang i-donate na natin o tanggalin natin yung paragraph na yun?
Ako sa tingin ko lang, kukulangin yung 5
Kulang talaga. Kung gagamitin.
Hindi ko magagamit siya, hindi kasi hindi naman necessity.
Okay naman ako. Pero yun lang.
Kung hindi magamit, pwede bang i-convert nila para sa mga Manila? Kasi
Pwede sana.
walang libre eh. Kumbaga, kung walang mag-replenish, walang mag-donate na
Ganun.
kahit
May bayad.
kahit na kailangan may bayad, but yung mag-donate na tao.
Pero pwede kaya yun.
Hindi kami na.
I-convert natin sa dugo. Sa blood. Blood, bibili ng dugo. Ganun. I don't know. Yun lang na walang, just clarification is, pati yung ano bang sabihin, pag 5 million, naging 2 million, automatic bang approval ulit dito muna?
Hindi na po.
And upon the written notice by the LGU shall replenish the full amount of the said advance cash payment requested by TRC in writing within 48 hours from LGU's receipt of such request.
Magkuha sila kasi hindi ka pwedeng mag-release ng pera na hindi.
Iiyan na natin. Okay na, FYI lang doon. Ito sa number 2. Pero pwede yun, 1.4%. Pwede yun, test. So, yun ang dalawa kong pag-isipan. So, una-muna doon sa pag hindi nagamit. Let go na tayo. Gusto nyo
So yung 48 hours nila, kaya ba natin gumawa ng ordinansa ng within 48 hours? Siyempre, operation ordinance ito. 48 hours, di ba?
Bibigay naman niya ba yan?
advance natin kung talagang nag-depreciate na gano'n, ha? Kaya ba nilang i-replenish yun na walang di dumaan dito? Pwede naman, ano? Pwede? Kung development fund ng labas? Resolution pa rin?
Eh, pwede nila ma-replenish na sa hindi natin na-program kasi
Okay.
involve ang public fund.
Lalo-lalo na pag-dikit yung
Kailangan bawat yung lahat. So, what is the pleasure of the body? Councilor Serino Doc, Majority Floor Leader.
Inukuha na lang, yung sakit.
Ha?
Kasi,
Councilor Apple, Chairperson on Health.
There are no more questions, Mr. Chair. I will go ahead.
Okay, it's been moved by Councilor Apple Bakay, seconded by Councilor Bernard Abago, and Councilor Raul Bakay for the adoption of the said resolution. Any objection? Amendment, discussion. Siguro hingi na lang tayo ng report, di ba? Ng balance report niya, ano gusto niyo, every
monthly siguro yung number na na-test.
monthly
Ano
or
ibigay sa atin?
twice a month, siguro.
Basta periodic na report sila ilan na yung na-test.
This included the resolution to that the CDR and the budget officer should report every 2 months. At the same time, the balance of the 5 million cash advance. Hearing none, other amendments, hearing none, the said resolution is hereby adopted. Next item.
Resolution declaring Barangay Ordinance number
Seconded by Councilor Segundera, Councilor Season, Councilor from Illinois, for the adoption of the said resolutions. Resolution ba to? Resolution, no? Yes. Approving the ordinances. Hearing none, the said resolutions are hereby adopted. Next item.
third and final reading of the proposed ordinance, an ordinance prohibiting gambling and other illegal gaming in the city of Alaminos, Pangasinan, and imposing penalties thereto and for other purposes.
Councilor Bernard Abago, the chairperson on decent order. Ito ba yung final draft? Tapos ang concern ko lang yung penalty, minimum ata 1,000. Minimum kasi nakalagay first offense 500, second offense 1,000, third not succeeding 2,000. Pero nasa local government code, kailangan 1,000. Minimum. Ano ulit? 1,000.
1,000, 1,500, and then 3,000.
3,000. Okay, hindi. Yung pinpublic hearing naman natin is,
Inuhuli sila.
ano yung pinpublic hearing natin? Yung pinpublic hearing natin is 2,000, 3,500, and 5,000. But it depends with the author and the sponsor. Kung if they want 1, 1,500, 3,000, okay na. Okay. So, can you reiterate your motion, Councilor Rabago? Shall we motion approval? Ano? Okay, it has been moved by Councilor Diego Rabago for the enactment ordinance. Any second? Seconded by Councilor Season, Councilor Apolbacay, Councilor De Leon for the enactment. Any objection? Amendment, discussion, hearing none, the said ordinance is hereby enacted. Authored by Councilor De Castro and sponsored by Councilor Rabago. Next item.
Third and final reading of the price grid ordinance of the City of Alaminos, Pangasinan.
Councilor Dalia De Leon, our chairman on trade, chairperson on trade.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I move for the said ordinance.
It has been moved by Councilor Dalia De Leon, the chairman on trade, seconded by Councilor Rabago, Councilor Secundera, Councilor De Castro, Councilor Season for the enactment of the said ordinance. Any objection? Amendment, discussion, hearing none, the said ordinance is hereby enacted. Sponsored by Councilor De Leon. Authored by myself. Next item.
Announcements po.
Announcements po. Ay, ano ko? Kumusta po? Ingat-ingat po, marami pong nagpapasok. Ha? Wala pong announcement? Ano? Wala po. Councilor De Leon? Ay, okay. Belated happy birthday, Councilor Carol. Nakatanda kayo. Nakatanda. Sorry, wala ako. Councilor Montelera? O meron din akong dalang ano? Bigay ni ano? Bigay ni Madama. Councilor Montelera?
Mr. Chair, no more to discuss, I move for the adjournment.
It has been moved by Councilor Joseph Montelera, seconded by Councilor Oscar Bowling, Councilor De Leon, Councilor Rabago, and Councilor Garo for the adjournment of today's session. Now po, this ang mga panguso, the regular session to the month of June adjourned. And galing kay Sabrina.